What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. You guys can find us on YouTube and Twitch at Front Yard Fantasy. Give us a subscribe and follow over there. I am your host, Simon Grunewald, here as always, or almost always, with my co-hosts, John Luke Garofalo and Josh/Jeff Fuster. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Jeff?
Jeff is already bored. He just opened up a book.
Better. I'm reading over here. Like I'm good to go.
He went out and bought that Genghis fan fiction.
Yeah, you bought the Mongolian history fan fiction to go through.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I cannot respect you enough for saying Genghis Khan. That's the correct way to pronounce it. All right.
Thank you. I watched Marco Polo on Netflix.
Have you watched In the Footsteps of Marco Polo on Amazon Prime?
No.
It's freaking crazy. It's these two guys who, like, in the mid-90s decided to completely retrace the steps of Marco Polo's like journey through Asia back around, and it's nuts. Like, some of the stuff they go through, like, they went through some very tense areas politically. They had to sneak into multiple countries. They were like they paid off organizations, like terrorist organizations, to give them to guide them through different countries, like with like a security detail. Truly wild. Off topic, but
still wild.
Today, guys, I know you guys are excited, and everyone watching, we are playing a new game. We are playing brackets. I know all of you guys know what a bracket is, but what we've done is we've put together two different brackets, and we're going to go through. There's three of us. There'll never be a tie. We're going to vote on these head-to-head matchups of these different topics. There you go. There's the first one showing up. A little bit of sneak preview.
Sneak preview. We're going to hide it for now.
We are going to vote on these head-to-head matchups, the three of us, and determine who comes out on top. The two brackets we are going through today are
two very important ones.
Two very important ones.
Most important.
You guys got to know. These are extremely important. These are facts. This is going to be 100% accurate.
We're doing the most talented rookie from this past year. Now, I want to give a little bit. Maybe you guys are viewing it differently. This doesn't mean they had the best fantasy season. This isn't the best fantasy asset. This isn't the best. You want them on your roster the most. These are the players with the most talent. So we're going to be going through and we're going to be voting on the most talented rookies, coming out with a champion, who the most talented rookie is. And then we are going to be doing the best sitcom. This will be conclusive. No other studies will need to be done. After this is done, you can conclusively report that the best sitcom has been determined. If your favorite sitcom didn't make the cut for the top 16, I'm sorry.
It's probably bad. It's probably not good. It wouldn't have won anyway.
I bet we missed one good one. I bet there's one good one. All of us are gonna be like, that probably could have been on there.
I know. I was going through them, and I was like, there's definitely one I'm missing, and I can't think of it.
You know which one we missed?
What?
Young Sheldon. We didn't even put Young Sheldon on.
Yeah, get that out of here. Get the shit out of here.
Kidding. I'm just
I've never seen it, so I can't talk about the show. I feel bad.
I've seen it because my dad is maybe the world's largest Big Bang Theory fan.
The Big Bang Theory didn't even make it close to the bracket. It wasn't even a thought.
It wasn't.
That's how bad that
didn't even sniff it.
We didn't sniff the bracket's butt.
And just so everyone knows, for these brackets, we're going to be kind of doing a vote, a best 2 out of 3, you might say, between us three hosts here. So, audience, come on in, chime in, tell us if we're wrong or right. But we'll be doing a vote, best 2 out of 3. That person moves on, wins the.
Oh, the booty.
The Booties is not a valid bracket without.
Come on, Big Bang. You let me down. You disappointed me.
Maria says, can I admit something? I didn't look what I clicked on YouTube and may or may not have watched a few minutes of an episode of y'all before realizing it wasn't the live one. To be fair,
it's the same intro.
That is pretty funny.
And honestly, I've got like 5 outfits, so there's a decent chance I was wearing something similar as well.
We're all in the same spots that we usually are.
I mean, I have like dark gray or black shirts. That's like all I wear. So, or purple for the Ravens. So
purple. Yep.
So
very purple.
Too.
How I view this process going is we will take turns with who goes first, and we'll go in the circle like we do whenever we're taking turns with other stuff. So JL, you can start. So the first matchup, you will give your answer first. We'll go to Josh, and then we'll go to me.
I'll tell you guys this real fast. The guy going first has a ton of pressure, but the guy going third also has a ton of pressure, because if the first two vote this or differently, then the guy third really is making the whole decision. So
I feel like we got to have we should have some debate.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. There'll be conversation.
I feel like this needs to be like Senate almost. Like I'm going to be trying to lobby Josh, Simon, trying to get them to come to my side.
You know me, you know Josh. If you thought we were going to get through a bracket where we're determining who moves on without some sort of debate, then you're freaking crazy.
I'm just saying that's going to be part of the game.
We debate even when we agree on things. We'll both agree and we'll violently agree with each other. There's going to be some massive disagreements here. I know, especially with some of the sitcoms. We'll go. Djibouti81 wants to know if Scrubs made it in. Did
Scrubs make it? I can't remember.
What?
It was close. There's only 16.
There's only 16 possible spots. Yeah, jail.
16.
I'm with jail here. There's only 16, and Scrubs. I'm not saying it doesn't belong in there. It just there's a lot of sitcoms out there.
The bottom fringe of that. So
have you seen Scrubs?
Yes,
I've seen a lot of Scrubs.
It's entirely mediocre.
Okay, 14 personnel, Djibouti. We're gonna riot. This is an invalid bracket without Scrubs on there.
You had the chance to have your input, and you did it too late.
Scrubs, Dale. I literally said Scrubs. You said any more shows? Check the messages. Check the receipts. I said Scrubs.
Oh my god! You didn't tell me which one to take out.
So Sean said, like, for instance, I take back my previous take that Friends is the worst show ever. Big Bang Theory is hands down the worst television show ever. Listen, Friends has to be on this list, though. I mean, it's going to lose probably in the first round, but
no one can read it with your light, dingus.
You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, no, I completely agree with you, and I'm gonna vote for Friends. I like Friends. I know that it's not going to win.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. Listen, the sitcom one, I'm going to let you have a little bit of your personality in there. For the rookie one, don't be an idiot, all right?
I'm gonna be an idiot.
I'm so upset. I can't believe that Scrubs is not on there.
Look at this question. Djibouti asked a great question here.
So Djibouti said any of the animated shows make it on there. So we decided to separate the animated shows for a later bracket. We're gonna do an entirely separate animated show bracket. And that is not including like anime. That will be like animated shows.
Like Family,
South
Family
Park,
Guy,
Rick and Morty, Family Guy, American Dad, Cleveland Show, BoJack Horseman, things like that. So
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. Yeah, we'll do a different one for that. Maybe next week we'll throw that one out there because I'm excited for that one. You know what? Before I get to, I'm going to try not to get too upset about this.
Now we're already getting heated about just the bracket.
By the way, this bracket came up because me and my buddies, we did a quick one of these with movies, and we kind of broke down the best movie with 32 ones. And so it was me, my one buddy. We're both movie buffs. We love movies. We saw all these movies. And then there was a third guy that hadn't seen like half the movies that we were talking about, but it made it all the more fun. So if you haven't seen like a sitcom, I say just say you haven't seen it, but it makes it more fun. You know, you get
I'm going to have a strong opinion whether I've seen it or not.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend like I've seen it.
I'm just telling you,
very vague about the facts.
We're not going to lie to you. And honestly, if like you two have seen it and I haven't seen it, you guys can kind of do a little argument, and maybe
we're going to have to make our cases to you. Yeah,
exactly.
The right Tim says I'm here. I'm not even there. And Jay said I want to guest when you do the animated bracket. We'll have to bring you, and we'll have to bring one other person on though, so there's no ties.
Well, two other people. Yeah. One other plus him. Yes.
Yeah. Jay plus one.
It looks like the right Tim wants to be on here too. So we get Jay and Jay in here. We got Tim in here. You know?
What is Scurbs? I've never heard of Scurbs.
Scurbs. That's what a car does whenever it turns too fast. It's Scurbs.
Did Ally McBeal make it? Unfortunately, it did not.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's a show. It sounds like a show.
14 personnel. The Mary Tyler Moore Show didn't make it either. The original Get Smart is not on there. So if you have any of these shows, they're not going to be on there either. I'm just assuming Ally McBeal is from like the 70s, and I have no idea why. Okay.
Well,
it's not us. What I call shenanigans. Grab your broom. Someone will get the reference. And Tim has another show for you, 14 personnel. He says
that was on the list I was looking at.
There you go.
I don't think that was on there. I like NBA Riggs' comment. Can you guys have a power slide for your final sitcom trophy?
The PowerPoint slide. Yeah. Simon has to put together his PowerPoints.
Yeah, I'll put together a PowerPoint. You know, as we do the brackets, I'll create a master list of all the things that have won the brackets, and there will be no context as to like what they are. We'll just have a PowerPoint presentation with a slide dedicated to the winner of every bracket that you can go through
in our Discord.
Stake. Yeah, I'll keep it in the Discord.
NBA said he loves the idea of the animated show. Maybe we should do that one next.
Yeah, I like that one next. And Maria says, I'm just kidding.
ER.
You said ER.
That did not make it on here. Is that a sitcom?
You're a sitcom.
No, it's not. It's not comedy.
Yeah, no, sitcom I feel like has to be comedy. It's got to be
situational
funny.
comedy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ooh, I'm just looking at this. There's some tough first round matchups thrown in here.
I kind of randomized these a little bit. I used like an average draft position and I moved some around, just like, Justin Herbert was like 9 or something. So I just shot him up a bit. I didn't look at the matchups though. So they're kind of very randomized. I'll be honest with you guys.
Okay. I think
without further ado,
we should get started.
Great sitcom.
And what do? We start from the top and then work our way down?
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense probably. Right?
John Luke?
Yeah, that works. Maria says she forgot that it's not a comedy one. Drama won't be another day. Yeah, we'll do drama shows.
Drama shows. I got a lot of good drama shows. A lot of good drama shows.
She pronounced the R. Drama shows.
Drama shows.
I love drama shows.
Okay.
All right. So, without further ado, I mean, what did we say? We're going to start with JL, go to Simon, then me.
14 personnel says, what the hell kind of sitcom is BIE?
14 personnel, get out of here. You're almost at the beginning. These are bracket name. Most talented rookie.
Yeah, I know we spent so much time talking about the sitcoms already.
Yeah, no one cares about the rookies.
The first bracket we're doing is the most talented rookie, and then we're moving on. And NBA, before we get started, to answer your question, which site has this bracket drag drop? It's called Bracket HQ. Bracket HQ.
We're trying it out. We might use something different later.
Yeah, this is just this is the trial run. This is round 1 of brackets.
We decided to do this yesterday, so
very trial run. Very never used the system before, so bear with us, but it's going to be awesome.
John Luke, we're going to pass it to you. Jonathan Taylor versus Chase Claypool, the very first one. Which one of these players is the most talented rookie between the two of them?
It's easy. It's Jonathan Taylor. Draft capital, everything else. It's him. Consistency. I'm going with Jonathan Taylor.
Now, John Luke.
I feel like I don't even need to make a case because I feel like you guys are going to agree with me here.
Chase Playpool has shown unbelievable flashes, but he's not Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor was one of the most productive running backs in college history. He's had flashes of looking great in the NFL, especially towards the end of the season when given the opportunity. It's Jonathan Taylor here. Jonathan Taylor is more talented than Chase Claypool.
Josh?
So I'm just looking it up right now, and you said draft capital. Jonathan Taylor was drafted higher, absolutely. He was drafted the 41th overall pick, 41th. He was drafted with the 41st overall pick. Chase Claypool drafted with the 49th overall pick in the NFL draft.
8 picks, Josh. It's night and day. Totally different.
I'm just saying. I don't think a lot of people realize this. I don't think a lot of people realize coming in because he didn't have a ton of hype. But he was drafted by the Steelers, and Steelers wide receivers get a lot of hype. I'm saying all this. I'm going to go with Jonathan Taylor. The prolific college running back. He's going to move on to the next round. But Chase Claypool, this is what happens sometimes at brackets. The 16 seeds are really good, hot team, but they get matched up against just this one of these teams that just can't be defeated, right? And I think that's what's happening here.
Right.
Djibouti makes a great point. This does say most talented, not will get the most fantasy points. I completely agree. There's gonna be a couple throughout here that really highlight what you're saying there. Just from peeking at the bracket, I fully expect some of these the better fantasy options to lose in some of these.
Put all three in there.
Yeah. So I'm going to submit this, but yes, that's a great point, Djibouti. This is supposed to be a little bit ambiguous, so it creates more, conversation with us. We don't want to just look at like fantasy stats from last year and just go off of those, right? We want this to be a little bit more of a game, right? So I'm going to submit these scores. Jonathan Taylor moves on to the second round. Next matchup, Simon, you're starting. It's Antonia Gibson versus Cam Akers. What do you think, Simon?
This one's actually pretty damn tough for me. I'm really struggling with this one.
So I'm just looking up draft capital real fast for you guys. Antonia Gibson was the 66th pick, which is the second pick of the third round, and Cam Akers were 52nd in the NFL draft. So there's a draft capital difference, but not crazy far off at all. Antonia Gibson didn't have a ton of college production. He was more of a receiver in college, actually. Really not much college production at all if you look at his stats. Cam Akers, bad Florida State offense. Horrible. One of the worst offenses in the country last year. Yeah. They couldn't do anything, and Cam Akers somehow still had like 5.5 yards a carry. He was awesome.
You're stealing all my points, but I was going to say Antonia Gibson, I know, had the better rookie season, like from a fantasy perspective. Antonia Gibson had the better rookie season from a fantasy perspective, but man, from a talent perspective, you look at what Cam Akers did behind that offensive line, and he did find some success this year. Like if you're just looking at like, yeah, well, Antonia Gibson translated to the next level. When Cam Akers was given the opportunity, he did as well. He just wasn't given as much of the opportunity as Antonio Gibson was. I'm going to go with maybe an unpopular take here. I think Cam Akers is the more talented running back. Now, who am I drafting first next year? I'm drafting Antonio Gibson first.
What?
Yeah.
No.
But that's not the question. The question is more talented, and Cam Akers the more talented running back.
Okay, I'm going to just lock in Cam Akers just because of that ridiculous take, because I really want to fast say that Cam Akers will be drafted way before Antonio Gibson next year.
I just want to fast say.
Way. So I'm going to lock in Cam Akers, though, in my opinion. I think so.
So you both went Akers?
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
He says Akers ain't no chump.
Yeah, Akers, when he was finally given the starting role for the Rams, he took it and ran with it. He's very talented. I think he's going to have a great next year.
So my vote doesn't actually matter.
No, but I want to know what it is.
Honestly, I'm so split on these guys. I don't have a strong opinion. I could probably go either way. So I'm just going to go ahead and give Antonio Gibson that respect here.
Ooh, you're going to give him the one vote. Doesn't matter. But and look at that matchup we have next round. Anyway, moving on to the next matchup, we have J.K. Dobbins versus T. Higgins. This is the toughest one I've been hit with yet. Man, J.K. Dobbins at Ohio State, amazing. He fits the Ravens' offensive scheme perfectly. T. Higgins, he was like the number 1 overall prospect coming out his freshman year into college, and he was a high draft pick in the NFL draft. I'm going to go T. Higgins here. And I think I'm probably going to get some agreement from you two guys. I probably should have gone J.K. Dobbins just because you guys are Clemson fans, so you're probably going to go T. Higgins. But I do believe T. Higgins is more talented than J.K. Dobbins.
It has nothing to do with our Clemson fandom, and you don't know what I'm going to do.
Okay, JL. So you just say T. Higgins so Simon can say T. Higgins already.
Yeah, I'm gonna go T. Higgins. I'm gonna go T. Higgins. Sorry. I'm sorry, 14 personnel. Look at JL is smart. J.K. Dobbins next.
Look at what T. Higgins did with poop water at quarterback this year. Like truly unbelievable. J.K. Dobbins was in the best rushing offense in the NFL. Don't get me wrong. I still believe in him. He wasn't handed the keys to that offense, but I'm going to have to go with T. Higgins here. It is hard to compare across positions, like as we saw with that first one as well. But this is a 3-0 sweep. T. Higgins is more talented than J.K. Dobbins.
Absolutely. Dylan's comment, I think, is
Dylan makes a great point.
But we haven't seen J.K. with the prominent role yet, and J.K. could still, but T. Higgins here, right?
It's T. Higgins. He just, like Simon said, he has carved out a role for himself as a rookie on a team where the situation was not clear at all.
The other thing I wanted to say, whenever we're talking about draft capital between positions, like different positions are drafted differently in the NFL. Wide receivers are drafted higher than running backs. Quarterbacks are drafted higher than wide receivers.
Absolutely.
So a quarterback drafted first overall, you can't really compare that to a running back drafted 10th overall. It's almost more impressive for a running back to be drafted 10th overall, just looking at it. Now, that's not saying Trevor Lawrence is equivalent to Christian McCaffrey or whatever that, but I'm just saying you got to take that into account. Like, so Chase Claypool being taken, 8 picks or 9 picks behind Jonathan Taylor. I still think that draft capital is significantly more impressive for Jonathan Taylor than for Chase Claypool.
Justin says, who would have thought Clemson guys would stick with a Clemson? Josh is not a Clemson guy. Josh is a Ravens guy. So, touche. And I live in Baltimore. So,
also, Justin, if you drafted T. Higgins and DeAndre Hopkins, it worked out pretty damn well for you. So, hush your mouth.
Also, Deshaun Watson, throw him out there while you're at it. But also, yeah, I'm not a big college football fan. I don't necessarily have a team. West Virginia would be my team. I used to root for them back when they had White Steve Slate and I had a couple jerseys. But it's all good. It's all good. I mean, T. Higgins, I think, is a little more talented.
Country
14 personnel. I'm sending you mean letters in the mail with magazines cut out. Thanks, Marco.
What magazine? Only if it's exclusively from Ranger Rick.
Ranger. Army surplus.
Djibouti 81. I also hate this one. I know what I'm saying, but comparing a quarterback to a wide receiver like this is really hurts my feelings a little bit. But luckily, JL has to go first. We haven't had a single one that came down to the third person yet.
I know.
Herbert versus Brandon Ayuk. Actually, the last matchup, just so you guys know, we had our first upset technically. T Higgins was the 12 seed versus the 5 seed. But
did you see this?
It was random. It was random based on ADP, and I moved a couple guys around just because like Justin Herbert was like 9th, and I just felt like he deserved to be a little higher.
All right.
But so who starts? I think it's JO.
It's me. I was not a Herbert fan coming into this past season.
Me neither. But boy, do things change.
Things really did change. He did look very talented. He looks good. I'm still going Ayuk here, though. It's definitely there's some bias here, but I just think Ayuk is the more talented player, and it's so hard, like quarterback versus the skill positions, because talent is like so different. But I'm going Ayuk.
All right. What do you think, Simon?
I think if you look at JL, I know we've had big disagreements whenever, like in draft season, you and I had huge disagreements. It was about Joe Burrow, not Justin Herbert, but about where the ceiling is for drafting a rookie quarterback to be your primary quarterback in redraft leagues. And what I pointed out is that it's really, really difficult. Even like the best rookie quarterback seasons often aren't QB1 seasons in the NFL for fantasy. Like that just doesn't happen. And I know this isn't a fantasy debate, but I'm saying like what Justin Herbert did this year wasn't just good. It was incredible. Like it was historic. Like he had an unreal rookie season. And I think that speaks to his talent. And I'll be the first one to say, I hated him as a prospect. I thought they were stupid for drafting him that high. I thought it was going to be another Mitch Trubisky. I thought it was going to be a flop. I know they're different prospects, but I'm just saying, I thought it was going to be another one of these guys where they reached on a quarterback because they were quarterback needy and they were going to miss on that. But he came out, he proved me wrong. Let's just look at it. 67% completion percentage. He had 31 touchdowns and only 10 interceptions. I got to give it to Justin Herbert here. I know Ayuk is talented, but man, Justin Herbert looked unreal. I'm not sure. Brandon Ayuk would win against a lot of these players in here for me. I was impressed by what I did see from him this rookie year, but he got unfortunately matched up with Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Simon. Every point you made, I'm gonna go with Justin Herbert on this one. Brandon Ayuk, very talented. He is. I didn't like Brandon Ayuk very much from a fantasy perspective coming into this. But he's great with the ball in his hands. But yeah, like you said, Justin Herbert, I think had the best rookie season ever. Right? Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know. I ever? Yeah, ever. Definitely ever. So I'm going to submit that.
All right, that's fair.
So Brandon, he's good. I think
he broke the rookie touchdown record. Baker Mayfield held it previously, but Justin Herbert came in and shattered it.
All right.
Moving on.
Oh boy. This one really, really stinks.
Who's more talented, Simon? Who is more talented?
Again, before I say my answer, I want to remind everyone that this is not who will score more fantasy points, who had the better fantasy season.
You are such a Judy fanboy.
Who do I believe is the more talented player? Judy is maybe the best route runner I've ever seen. Like, I know he had his drop issues this year, but just from that perspective, it's unbelievable to me, his route running. I'm expecting a huge bump up next year whenever his quarterback is no longer Drew Lock. I have to go Jerry Jeudy here, and I know that's going to be an unpopular one, but I don't want to take away from what Justin Jefferson did this year.
You are taking away from it.
No, he's unbelievable. Who am I drafting before? Like, I'm drafting Justin Jefferson first.
He's got nice twinkle toes dancing with his nice routes, and that somehow beats Justin Jefferson.
No, listen, what you're saying, I mean, didn't even think these two were close prospect wise coming into the NFL draft, but so I understand completely what you're saying, Simon. I kind of almost want to go Jerry Jeudy here, but I can't because of what Justin Jefferson showed me.
So mad if you went Jeudy.
I'm going to lock in Justin Jefferson. What do you think,
Disrespect.
It's Jefferson. Come on.
Not
How crazy would it be if I would have went Judy?
This is not the most fantasy.
He's the most
points.
talented.
This is not the most fantasy point.
He's
I
so
know, but Justin Jefferson. Look at the stats from even college. I know Joe Burrow. Blah blah blah.
Now we have new information here. Tim says he hears Judy has the voice of an angel and writes nice poetry.
Oh wait, I changed my vote then.
Mine
Just
too.
kidding.
Sweet. Clean sweep.
What do you think? You say you're saying Justin Jefferson, right, Jay?
Jefferson. Yep. You know Tyler Lockett writes poetry.
Oh, hey. Sorry, Simon. We're going with Justin Jefferson on this one, but
okay, I get it. You know, honestly, I'm not mad. I'm not going to fight you guys on it. But
you knew you weren't going to win that one.
I knew I wasn't going to win it, but I do believe that Judy is more talented, and I know that sounds crazy, but
I'm glad you stayed with your stance because, you know, halfway through the year, I still would, if we voted on this, I would have gone with Jerry Jeudy halfway through.
I'm not changing. I'm not like before they were drafted, I thought Jeudy was more talented. I still think he's more talented. I don't think we saw enough from either of them for me to change my opinion on that. Like, especially given the situation Jeudy was in.
See, Dylan Jefferson.
This one's going to piss some people off.
Justin Jefferson's brother here coming in.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. I feel like Jeudy can become like Tyler Boyd as in having a later breakout like 3+ years in, but I'm going with Jefferson. That's fair. That's totally fair. I'm interested to see what he does next season. Cortland, I almost said it, Simon. Cortland Sutton is coming back, so I'm hyped about that. And
they're going to have Matthew Stafford at quarterback, right?
Oh, maybe. Probably not.
Josh, so, I don't envy you for this one, having to tackle this one first. Truly, this one's really hard.
It's difficult. I'm not hard because of it. I'll maybe just keep going. So Joe Burrow would have been my obvious choice.
What's wrong with you?
Sorry, I'm so sorry. DeAndre Swift was my favorite running back coming out of college. Joe Burrow is my favorite quarterback coming out of college. This is the toughest one yet for me personally, and I wish I was not going first. Who do I think is more talented? I'm going to go with Joe Burrow. And it's so freaking close. I'm upset to say it.
I'm upset to say it.
Yeah, I'm going to say it.
I'm going Joe Burrow too. I think Swift is good. I wasn't like crazy about him coming out of college. I thought he was pretty much like the evaluation of him where he was, you know, behind, at least in rookie drafts and stuff was right. I think Joe Burrow is, you know, he won the Heisman, didn't he, that year?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, he's incredible. And the only reason, you know, is recency bias. I think that Swift would have, you know, you'd have an argument for Swift here.
I just want to bring this up. I wish we could have seen more from Burrow, but what we did see looked good.
Looked really good.
It did look really good. And what we saw in college
also
the last year though, looked good.
That's a good point.
Like that's truly just the last year looked good. And look at the team he was on. Arguably the best college football team of all time. Like, honest to God, at least the best offense.
No, that
was the best offense that college football has seen ever. And of course he found success there. And I'm not trying to take away that he's a good quarterback. I think this might be a little bit closer than JL gave it credit for. Josh, you gave it some credit.
This is the hardest one for me yet.
I'm gonna just based on like what we've seen, and the last time we saw a full season from Joe Burrow wasn't the best offense we've ever seen. I'm going to go DeAndre Swift on this one, but it is close. I'm not trying to take anything away from Burrow. I just need to see a little bit more for me to buy in fully that he's this unbelievably elite franchise quarterback. Now, I think if I had to bet, is he or is he not, I would bet yes. I just need to see a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, I think my opinion changed to him watching, you know, that last year, especially the second half of it, watching him in the national title game. And then this year, like he was on a terrible offense and he still was doing well. Like he's talented. He makes good decisions. He makes good throws.
He proved it to me. He got hurt, but he proved it to me this year.
Yeah. And so I think like you can make the argument for situation for any of these players, even Swift. But
and Burrow's so good. Why are his knees made of raw spaghetti?
That's I can't argue.
Point. Yeah. Good point, Tim.
Hey, JR, Simon, great point. Jefferson's situation way better than Judy's. It way absolutely is.
Significantly, not by a small margin.
But and then Jefferson just had like the best rookie season ever for a wide receiver.
NBA Rick says Burrow over Herbert. So if Herbert was picked above, Burrow is the easy choice. Well, I think if I had to pick a franchise quarterback right now, Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow, I'm picking Justin Herbert. I don't know about you guys.
Of course you are.
That's not the question in the bracket, so I'm not going to answer.
We're moving on.
I'm just
if it
saying.
makes it there, we might have to answer a little bit. So, guys, who was first on this one? I forget where we're at.
NBA Rig said Burrow is the franchise #1 pick. Swift is not even close in terms of talent. So this is what I was bringing up earlier. There isn't really such thing as a franchise running back. You know what I mean? Like, especially now, they're becoming less and less valuable in the NFL. We're discussing talent. Now, I'm not saying you're wrong. Obviously, Josh and JL agree with you that Burrow's the easy choice there. But I think you got to be careful when comparing positions like that.
It's hard. It's hard to maybe next time we do this, we consider positions a little bit more, because I do think even talent, you could argue that talent for a quarterback and talent for a running back are different.
Before we move on to this one, Sean has a question, because this one might be contested. I'm curious about this one coming up. Sean says, with the news of Jason Witten retiring, Foster Moreau's value has to have gone up a little. Would you rather roster 34-year-old Darren Fells or 23-year-old Foster Moreau in a tight end premium dynasty league?
I'll say this real fast. I don't think Jason Witten's retiring really affects this all that much, but sure, I will take a 23-year-old Foster Moreau in a dynasty league over Darren Fells.
Agreed.
Yeah, they're both stashes, so yeah.
Okay. Josh, or no, whose turn is it?
So it's JL, I believe.
Oh, shoot.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire versus James. I did not want this one.
What a first round matchup.
I hate this so much. I hate that I either have to pander here or I have to just bring this thunderstorm
you're going to be pandering to
vitriol upon myself. I'm going CEH, guys.
Okay.
It's talent. It's talent. I don't know that he's going to.
Right. Okay. But I'm going to back up a second. If we're looking at talent, let's look at the seasons they just had and the teams they were freaking on. The teams they were on. Like, before the draft, obviously I would have said CEH as well. But James Robinson on the freaking Jaguars put together like an RB1 season. I know it's not fantasy, but like, holy shit, he looked unreal on this horrible offense. CEH was overdrafted. Nobody had him in even their like top 5 rookie running backs before the NFL draft. And all of a sudden he skyrockets up to #1 overall because he was picked by the Chiefs at the end of the first round. He was overhyped going into the season. I'm not sitting here just hating on him. I just think you're disrespecting what James Robinson did.
You're not letting me finish.
You were quiet for like 20 seconds.
Not afterwards. You're not letting me finish.
Go ahead.
I agree with you. I understand that they had different seasons and they're off. I think you can find situations like that though, across the NFL. And I don't think that the Jaguars, the running backs for the last like 4 years have been able to find opportunities in the Jaguars offense and be relevant. So I don't know that argument necessarily is like totally bad. Like, that it would completely affect it. Cause I think that, I do think James Robinson is very talented, but I don't think that Clyde Edwards-Helaire has shown his talent, his actual talent. And we don't necessarily know all the factors that are going into that.
Well, that being said, I'm still going James Robinson. And Josh, before you go, NBA Rick says no franchise running back, and then he names all these names. NBA, I want you to take a look at all of those names and think about when they played.
Who's relevant?
Because now the NFL has changed. They're realizing that you don't have to pay up a running back. You don't have to do this. You can get by with rookies. Like, the value of the position has gone down since the day of these guys, which sucks for running backs. But I feel like you just proved my point a little bit. But yeah, and that's not me shitting on running backs at all. Like,
they're so important.
The NFL doesn't value them the way they used to. Yeah. You don't get guys like this that a franchise are built around anymore. NBA says you can win with rookie QB, right? And whenever you do, they pay him again. They pay him again. Look at Patrick Mahomes. Just got paid $50 million or whatever it was. He got paid a ridiculous, what was it, a $100 million contract, something.
Here's the problem. You can win with rookie QB. The biggest thing is if he's good, he's getting paid so much less than everyone else, right? Then you can put that money elsewhere. Yes, Russell Wilson's a great example. He was really young, and why has he not won a Super Bowl since then? I mean, like, I don't know. It's not just one player. That's the point of all this. Is you can't just take one player's performance and say, okay, you had complete control over this.
And look at what happened recently whenever franchises have paid these big name running backs. Like, that's why they're scared of it now. Todd Gurley, Melvin Gordon, like repeatedly these Lev Bell, they're getting paid big money and then they fall off. Like, the position just isn't as important. You can get by I mean, look at freaking Tampa Bay playing in the Super Bowl, and their running backs are Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette, and Keyshawn Vaughn. Like, I don't know. It's just it's not as important of a position anymore.
If you would have, I feel like Ronald Jones is a great example here with like CEH. Is if we had been doing this bracket like the first 2 years of Ronald Jones's career, it would have been like the same thing, right? The same argument. Oh, no talent. Like he's just drafted high because of his opportunity. But we saw it this year, and we saw it, and you could just see it in the way that he runs. He's a talented running back. He might not be the most talented, but he's talented.
Then NBA says you can definitely still compare QB versus running back talent. So Jordan Love was drafted first round, but his talent is franchise QB. I would pick Swift over Jordan Love in this bracket. Absolutely. That's what we're saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm sorry if I haven't communicated that properly. But what I'm saying is that you can't compare their draft capital directly because running backs aren't valued as much as quarterbacks in the NFL. Like you can see the quarterback position is valued more heavily. That's why Jordan Love, an arguably second-tier prospect, was drafted ahead of DeAndre Swift, a first-tier prospect. They're at different positions. Also, sorry, just to keep going with that, Fournette is drafted 4th overall. That's super talented. Yeah, but that was running backs fall off a cliff quick. That was in what year was Fournette drafted?
2017? 17, 16?
I wanted 16 or 17. I didn't know which one to go with. 17.
2017. Things change fast for the 4th overall pick in 2017. Running back is a lot different than if there was a running back selected 4th overall in this past year's draft.
JR says brackets greater than horse, greater than guess who. Great feedback. Thank you, JR.
Thank you. I agree. By
the way, while you guys were talking, I submitted my answer for this question, and this is even harder than the Swift Joe Burrow. I'm going to be honest with you guys. James Robinson just proved an incredible amount to me. He did something no undrafted rookie free agents ever done for a running back.
Philip Lindsay
wasn't even close, so don't bring him up.
All right, next one.
All right. I think Simon's first, if I recall, on this one.
Yep. I am first on this one.
So it's Tua Tagovailoa versus CeeDee Lamb. What do you think, Simon? It looks like you're having some issues, like internally.
No, I know my answer. I'm just trying to formulate my argument. Honestly, both of these guys had. I don't want to say Tua had a truncated season. He was only in for the second half. Whenever Ryan Fitzpatrick was out, CeeDee Lamb. I'm not counting the entire season against him because he only had Dak Prescott at the beginning of the year. But from a pure talent perspective, I think CeeDee Lamb's the more talented player out of CeeDee Lamb and Tua. I'm still not bought into Tua as a franchise quarterback. I am bought into CeeDee Lamb as a wide receiver one, as a top talent in the NFL. I think he's honestly, and I'm an Amari Cooper lover. Like you guys know how much I love Amari Cooper and believe in his talent. CeeDee Lamb's the best wide receiver on the Dallas Cowboys, and I don't think it's necessarily close. I think CeeDee Lamb's the more talented player.
Yeah, I mean, like it's nice when you get one of these where like the course of the season didn't really change my perspective because I would have voted for CeeDee Lamb before the season. CeeDee Lamb, he's incredibly talented. I think he's going to be an elite receiver for years to come. Not so sure about Tua yet. So CeeDee Lamb's also my pick.
It's mine as well. Agree with everything you guys said.
Stuck it, Tua. Sorry, Tim. Zibza, be careful. Tua's second evolution is Watson.
Oh, wow. We didn't consider that.
Ooh. That's
true.
But
you have to have the right evolution. You have to have the right evolution stone. And I think the Dolphins already used the one they have in game. And so they'd have to trade for another one. But I don't know if they have the capital to trade for another water stone.
And then real fast, I mean, CeeDee Lamb still, even without that Prescott, was awesome. So, yeah.
All right, next one.
Oh, God. Now these hurt my feelings.
Yeah. I think I'm first now. We're going to go right back.
We made our intro arguments, so these should be a little quicker.
Yeah, these should go a little faster.
I'm going to go with Jonathan Taylor. He was drafted higher. He was more impressive in college, a little bit more impressive his rookie year. There's really not much to say otherwise. I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor.
Yep, agreed.
Hey.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
no, you are next. Yeah, you're next. I was pre-offended. Yeah, I'm going to go Jonathan Taylor as well. I don't think it's necessarily close. I think Jonathan Taylor is the more talented running back.
All right. So JL, you got
these
this
quarterback wide receiver ones really hurt my feelings. They're tough.
This is a really tough one.
It's Higgins for me. I didn't go Herbert on the last round, so it's kind of obvious. That'd be weird if I went Herbert on this one.
You're gonna go T Higgins on this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one, it hurts me to say. I think Herbert's special. I don't think he's just kind of good. I think he's the next generation of like super elite quarterbacks that we're talking about. I think Justin Herbert's the more talented player.
And I really hope exactly with what you said, Simon.
And I love T Higgins, but I think Justin Herbert is like truly special.
Oh my God. I hope Herbert just falls on. I hope he is Mitchell Trubisky. Truly, nothing would make me happy.
We'll see.
See. Why do you? It's only because I like him so much.
Yes, that certainly makes it worse.
I did not like him pre this year, but holy cow. Just that first game he started, I watched and I was immediately bought in. So who's up first with this one?
You monsters.
I think it's Simon. Yeah, I think it's you, Simon. This is not a fun one either.
Okay, well, if I remember correctly, can you X out of this real quick?
Yeah.
I forget who each of them faced. I think I voted against both of them. Yeah, I voted for Jerry Jeudy and DeAndre Swift. So these are both of my losers from the last round in this round. You can go back to it. I just wanted to, I didn't vote for either of these guys in the first round.
That's why I was laughing at.
Why do you guys keep slandering Mitch? Leave the poor guy alone. LOL. Suck it. Suck it, Mitch.
That's coming from a Bears fan.
What do you think, Simon?
Mitch, they could have had Deshaun Watson.
More talented.
I bet you Watson would have never requested a trade from the Bears.
I have a lot of trouble with this one. I know I said this twice before, but this is officially now my toughest one.
I'm gonna go Justin Jefferson. I think Justin Jefferson's more talented. I think it's close though, but I'm gonna go with Justin Jefferson.
I think it's extremely close. I'm going with Justin Jefferson. JL, it doesn't matter. What do you say though?
Jefferson.
Wow. Awesome.
I think the 3-0 there is misleading because it was really, really close for me. Like closer than most of these.
It is misleading. I think, it should be closer, but it doesn't matter. It's what we voted, right?
NBA Rig wants to know who's more talented in their. I don't know what talented in their NFL career means so far. Like, because there's a difference between talent and production. Like, if we're just talking who's more, like, now if we back up and say like who was more talented, Fournette when he first entered the league or James Robinson this year, it's probably Leonard Fournette. He like took the league by storm. There was a reason people were so high on him in fantasy leagues, but he fizzled out. And at this point, James Robinson is the better back. At least it seems that way.
He said right now.
Right now, James, would you rather, as an NFL team, would you rather have James Robinson or Leonard Fournette as your starting running back?
I guess James Robinson.
Robinson.
Has proven a lot throughout this season.
There are different points too.
Yeah.
Would you rather have James Robinson now or Leonard Fournette as a rookie after his rookie year?
Leonard Fournette after his rookie year.
All right, boys. I'm first to vote here. I'm definitely going CeeDee Lamb. What do you guys think?
I'm going CeeDee Lamb too.
Yeah, it's not necessarily as close for me.
Yeah, this one's not very close for me. I'm going CeeDee Lamb.
Awesome. So we are at our semifinals.
NBA says for NFL. Yeah, that's what I was saying. As an NFL GM, I would rather have James Robinson as my starting running back than Leonard Fournette.
All right, next, Jonathan Taylor, Herbert, Herberto.
Yep.
And who's first? JL.
It's me.
Taylor or Justin Herbert?
I'm gonna go Herbert here. No, I'm just kidding. Go Taylor. Come on.
Okay, Taylor for JL. What do you think, Simon?
In my eyes, these are both like a generational type talents.
Oh my God, position. You're such a generational talent. Get out of here. He's had one good season.
That's how it starts, you jackass.
Anyone that's had a good season gets a generational talent.
Have I said that about
throwing that term around willy-nilly these days?
You're doing a straw man argument here. I never said that. I didn't say anyone who has a good season is a generational talent, specifically Justin Herbert. Okay. Well, that being said, I have to go Justin Herbert. It's very close though. 1-1.
I don't know.
He makes it all the way to the most talented rookie. I'm going to lose my shit.
Wait,
oh my God. I hate you guys so much.
Justin Herbert just got it.
Boom, to the finals.
It's proved so much. He's proved
14 personalities can't be generational without having a good season. It's true.
That's weird. Saquon's a generational talent. He didn't have a good season.
Yes, he did. His first one. That was a good season.
Oh, did you say one good season? That's it? That's all you need?
You're purposely being a jackass. You know it too.
I didn't bring it back up. You brought it back up.
Herbert won that one. Sorry, 14 personnel.
It's my turn.
I'm not giving you CD Lamb either, so get out of here.
Well, he's not trading you CD Lamb, but as far as talent goes, I'm saying CD Lamb is more talented than Justin Jefferson. That's how I felt before the draft. That's how I feel after the NFL season. If I had to have one of those on my team, not on my fantasy team, on my NFL team, if I had to pick one of those two players, I'm taking CD Lamb.
I'm definitely taking CD Lamb. Jail.
Jefferson.
Oh, okay.
Jail, you got swept in the semis.
And in the finals, listen up, boys. The finals here, it looks like I'm first to vote. We got Justin Herbert versus CD Lamb. I think CD Lamb's the best prospect out of this draft. I'm going with CD Lamb.
Simon?
You want me to go next? The only reason you want me to go next is so that you can fucking crush it. Sorry, I dropped another bomb. But you just want to be able to crush my dreams. I have said it the whole time. I'm not changing my tune now. Justin Herbert is unbelievably talented.
And JL. I'm guessing you're going CD Lamb.
Yeah, just even if he doesn't believe it, he's going CD Lamb. Just on a spite. Look at that stupid smirk on his face.
I might go Herbert.
You might go Herbert?
I might go Herbert. I think I'm going to go Herbert. Lock it in, Herbert.
Herbert?
No, I'm kidding. CD Lamb. CD Lamb. Get out of here.
You son of a gun.
Okay, CD Lamb. CD Lamb wins the bracket for most talented FYF rookie. All right? And that's official. Now, CD Lamb, we'll send you your trophy soon.
Just remember, CD Lamb won. Don't remember anything else.
Herbert was so close. You almost made it, Herbie.
Deserves to be there, in my opinion. I like the top four. I think deserve to be there. They had great seasons too, which probably affected this a little bit. We're supposed to be going on talent, right? But
CD Lamb's season wasn't as good as like Justin Jefferson's or T Higgins. Know what I mean? Like those guys had better seasons than him.
That's very true. Great point. CD Lamb was talented. Lock it in.
Yeah. I think the player that won ended up not being the one who had the best season or even like a top 3 or 4 season out of all of these guys. But I'm not mad CD Lamb won. I think we had the right final 2 players in there. The only other one who could have made it was Jonathan Taylor in my eyes, throwing him in that finals. But unfortunately, he got paired against Justin Herbert in the semis.
And please send me trade offers all day. I love trade offers, love doing trades. You know, that's
right. He finds it very fun.
Now, you guys, it is 3:50 Eastern. I don't know if we have time for the sitcom one. If we do, we have to go quickly.
All right.
Your guys' call?
Let's do it.
Okay.
We hyped it up. We can't.
Bang through it. We'll bang.
What?
We'll bang through it. We'll power
through it. All right.
Why does your bracket look so much different?
Oh, I have a different format. If you go down, right there, click the dark. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I can't read the words on yours at all.
You can zoom in a little bit.
Whoa, too soon.
Maybe it's because it shows. I'm not sure why. Did you start the bracket yet?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Go to the top now. Go to the right there. Okay, we're good to go. Now just one will be good. And going on from there. So you can click on the first matchup. I think JL, I think it came right back around. I think I did the whatever.
All right. New Girl versus Always Sunny. I'm going New Girl here. Not a big Always Sunny fan. I know that's an unpopular opinion.
I feel like this is an unfortunate first round matchup because I do love Always Sunny, but I have a newfound respect for how great of a show New Girl is.
No!
I have to go New Girl as well.
Yay! It's the obvious choice.
I hate that Always Sunny is knocked out in the first round. That really hurts my feelings, but
well, I mean, it would have gotten knocked out eventually.
Give me that next one.
All right, Schitt's Creek versus Modern Family.
No conversation. Schitt's Creek is the winner here. Not even close. Schitt's Creek is one of the best shows I've ever watched.
Schitt's Creek's better than Modern Family.
I agree. Schitt's Creek. That's a sweep.
Now, to screw you, 14 personnel pot. Sonny is the would probably.
We got one person who said.
Let's
Sean
go.
said,
Sean knows what's up. WVU, Sean, let's go.
Suck it, Josh. Maria said shits.
All right, I think I'm
40% shits.
Seinfeld versus Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Seinfeld is it's one of my favorite shows of all time. Seinfeld.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh.
It's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah, no, it's a good show, but
It's all right.
JL, go ahead.
I'm going Fresh Prince here. I grew up on it. Got to be one of my favorite shows of all time.
Well, and we have no idea which way I'm going. It's very close in my heart. Actually, not at all. I like Seinfeld. I love Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince is the better show.
I'm loving this bracket way more than the last bracket.
Me and Josh were a lot more in sync on the last one, and now me and you are in sync on this one.
Yeah. As soon as you take Herbert out of it, we become best friends again.
You get so bitter. You're like the most bitter human I've ever met.
Really?
Yeah.
I've met your ex-girlfriend. I don't think I'm the most bitter.
Ooh, low blow, but I like it. The shots
I don't talk bad publicly about exes, so we can just leave it there.
Arrested Development or The Office?
Who's first? I'm sorry.
You are, Josh. No,
okay.
No, you just went first, didn't you? Yeah, you took Seinfeld.
It's me.
Yeah,
I'm going The Office. I've tried to watch Arrested Development like 15 times, and I just can't.
Kev says unfollowed.
Maria said, "Damn, roasted."
Seinfeld too. Kevin and I are big Seinfeld fans.
JL, my reasoning was going to be exactly the same as yours. I've turned on Arrested Development to start it like 4 or 5 times. I've never made it past 2 episodes. The Office.
The Office.
I've done the same exact thing. The Office.
The Office. Josh.
I
like Arrested Development. I've seen a bunch of different episodes. I've never followed it, and it's good.
JR1616 says Fresh Prince over Seinfeld is like Tebow over Herbert.
I agree. Thank you, JR. Thank you.
That is such a bad take,
Wait.
JR. That's like the worst take you've ever had.
Why did you make this 2-1? Wasn't it 3-0? Josh, you took Office, right?
Yeah, I took The Office too.
Oh, I thought you took Arrested Development. I thought you said you didn't get into The Office.
No, he said the other way.
I didn't quite get into the rest of
Okay. All right, Brooklyn Nine-Nine versus The Community.
Whose turn is it? Oh, it's my turn.
Versus Community.
This is close for me. I really like both of them, but Dan Harmon made a beautiful show with Community. The first 3 seasons are pure television gold. I know it fell off a little bit after that. Community's the better show.
It's Community.
Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine I've tried to watch a bunch of time, but it's just like, I don't know. It's not like good humor to me.
I like it. I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but
obvious humor.
It's not up to JL's intellectual standards.
Get out of here. All right, Everybody Hates Chris or Parks and Rec.
Josh?
Parks and Rec.
How about Hannah Montana?
I hate Chris that much.
Hannah Montana will be in the next one. We wanted to give these other shows a chance. Know what I mean? If Hannah Montana was in there, we wouldn't even really be discussing. We're really talking about second here. JL, what did you say?
I'm going Parks and Rec. I did love Everybody Hates Chris, but not quite as much as Parks and Rec.
Again, another unfortunate first-round casualty. Always Sunny and Everybody Hates Chris are great shows, but Parks and Rec is unreal. So Parks and Rec, 3-0.
I think How You Met Your Mother. There's one here, right? Yeah, just next one, Maria.
It's coming up. How I Met Your Mother.
Ooh, with this one is actually a little bit tough for me.
My toughest one yet. Is this me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with that 70 show.
You're going with that 70 show?
Mm-hmm. That 70 show.
For me, it's How I Met Your Mother. I'd watched both pretty much all the way through, but How I Met Your Mother's better.
I've seen both pretty much all the way through too.
You know?
I prefer that.
I've been waiting years and years and years for my revenge on the writers for How I Met Your Mother for how they freaking ended that show. Those assholes robbed me of 8 seasons, and then they threw this BS 9th season in there that just destroyed the entire premise. That 70 show is better. Suck it, How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go.
I don't disagree with the take, but maybe with less.
I like that 70 show more.
Scrubs beats both of those. I completely agree. It was not my decision that Scrubs is not in here.
Incorrect. You are incorrect, sir.
Wait, do I go first now?
Jail, I think. Right? I think I just went first.
It's me? Okay. Friends or Malcolm in the Middle? I'm going Friends.
I know Friends is a classic. I know it's like the greatest sitcom of all time. My childhood was Malcolm in the Middle. After my parents left and I was sitting there waiting for the bus, I watched Malcolm.
After they abandoned you?
No, in the mornings when they would leave for work and I was waiting for the bus in middle school, I would crack up and watch Malcolm in the Middle. I have to go Malcolm in the Middle. I enjoy it more. Like, I know that's maybe not the right answer, but I like it more.
So, real fast question. The title of this is favorite, right? Or
best. But I mean, but best can be whatever you want.
More ambiguous. Best, I'm going with Friends.
Hey!
I slightly prefer to watch Malcolm in the Middle, but Friends is better.
It is.
Well, my definition of better is the one I like to watch more.
Oh God,
that's just more of like a. I'd watch it for a laugh. I probably wouldn't watch either right now.
I'm up first.
I agree with Maria here. Malcolm isn't even funny. It's just sort of like something you can just watch and it's just on.
It's so funny. Hal is my favorite TV father of all time. He's incredible. I connect with him.
Uncle Phil is the best TV father of all time.
He's a really good one too. You're right. So I'm going Schitt's Creek here.
Could it be any more obvious?
I'll go with
Joe. Give me my vote.
New Girl.
Settle down. New Girl. I'm going New Girl. Are you kidding me?
No.
I love both shows, but New Girl is on a whole nother level.
Come on.
That's a terrible. What's her
name? That was the best Moira impersonation you've ever heard.
That's a terrible Moira.
David.
Fresh Prince.
That's terrible. Stop just saying it.
Is this me? No,
this is you. I think.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Maria goes, wow.
I'm cool with this one. You know, I said Seinfeld's like one of my favorite shows, and I voted that over Fresh Prince. But I'm actually going to vote Fresh Prince here.
Who the heck is Alan Matthews?
I don't know. Is that from Home Improvement?
Maria says Office. I think this is.
Oh, from Boy Meets World.
I don't even remember him. Oh, yeah, I do. Man, I haven't seen that show in a while. Mr.
Joe,
Feeney.
it's your choice, Joe.
Oh, okay. God, I hate this. I'm gonna go Office. This is the worst. This is the worst day ever.
I have to go The Office as well. I'm sorry, Fresh Prince.
Yep. Fair enough. That was
I had all 6 seasons on DVD box set. It's just wasted now.
I think jail.
Uncultured swines.
Jail, you're first.
All right, Community or Parks and Rec? I'm going Parks and Rec. I love both the shows. Parks and Rec, another level.
Community made me laugh way more. I'm going Community.
I'm gonna go Parks and Rec, even though it's probably like smarter a little bit. I mean, Community is probably a little smarter. Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. All right, That 70s Show or Friends?
My turn. That 70s Show.
That 70s Show.
Sorry, friends.
Dude, that 70s Show making it to the quarterfinals here, or the semifinals here.
It's
Josh, you're up first. New Girl or The Office?
The Office.
John Luke?
Parks more consistent. Office over Fresh Prince all day. Friends. See? I need to have these other people as my co-hosts, not you guys. Stupid jabronis.
Yeah, if you want to surround yourself with yes men who agree with everything you say, go ahead.
I do.
Okay, then you're kicked off. You can go to Backyard Fantasy.
New Girl or The Office. Oh my God, I hate this.
Yeah, you jail.
I hate this. I'm going New Girl. I hate this.
And I went with The Office, just so you know. Already.
You went, okay.
First, right? I believe I was first, right? On that one.
Well, now you are, and I'm really resenting you.
The Office.
I'm really resenting you for
Sorry, Maria.
Putting me in this position because I'm trying not to let some like
divorced.
Divorce before you're married.
Yeah, divorced.
Man, I know I'm not trying to stall, but I am. Oh, what I meant was I am trying to stall. Yeah, sorry, I said the exact opposite of what I meant.
Herb.
New Girl, lock it in. I enjoy it more. I like it more. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I think it might be recency bias because I've been watching it a lot more recently, but like it Oh God, that hurt my feelings.
I was honestly thinking about changing mine, so I just had to submit it because that was one of the most.
It feels bad eliminating The Office. That doesn't feel right.
I love them both so much. Like I don't know how to.
I just like the characters in New Girl. Like I feel like I connect with them, like with like Winston and Schmidt and Nick. Like I don't feel any connection to Dwight. Is he funny? Yeah. Dwight's so funny.
Definitely get some connection with Dwight.
Maybe towards the end. Okay. Whose turn? Is it my turn? I think I'll go first. Parks and Rec.
I guess I screw up and go first last time. I'll go with That 70 Show, actually.
Wow, Josh. That is Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. This is not The Office, guys. It should have been Parks and Rec.
Finals I projected.
No, me either. It's not the one I would have picked, but it's the one we are given.
Kevin, undoing all my retweets. That's a lot. You're going to be doing that for a while.
That's more work than worth.
You need to write a script to take care of all that. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there for weeks.
So this is me, right? Parks and Rec.
Yeah, you're going first.
This is the finals.
This is for the best sitcom of all time. This feels wrong.
People did not like that we picked The Office. I think it's unanimous that New Girl should not have beaten The Office.
I think we all agree too.
I think we have broken it.
No, I said Office.
No, I meant unanimous in the audience.
Oh, yeah. I'm going Parks and Rec here.
Sean said, "What is this New Girl show, and how the f is it beating The Office?"
It shouldn't be.
Okay, JL, New Girl or Parks and Rec? Actually, you know what?
They just don't want to get any more crap. So
I'm voting New Girl. I'm voting New Girl better than Parks and Rec. JL, I know it was your turn, but I wanted to make you cast the final.
Yeah, you jerk. You went out of turn.
Yep. Kev said, "Please don't let New Girl win."
New Girl's not a bad show at all, you know.
Who's that girl?
God, I hate this. I hate this. Yes. This is the worst. Simon, this is like the meanest thing you've ever done.
We're getting threats in here. Tim says if you wind up putting New Girl. Oh, Sean, there's some New Girl hate out there.
I think I'm gonna go Parks and Rec. It's not because of the threats. It's not because of the threats. It's
I would have picked Parks and Rec over The Office.
You would have picked Parks and Rec over The Office?
I would have.
I think I would have probably maybe too. Oh God, I don't know anything. Questioning everything.
I remember his comment.
I'm going Parks and Rec. I hate this. Oh no. Okay. I'm sorry, Winston. I love you.
After the last one, we were so happy, and now after this one, all of us are just sitting here like
what, so upset.
What did we do?
We're a fantasy show, and we were like fine with our fantasy take, but man, our sitcom take we can't handle right.
We are gonna have 0 viewers tomorrow. Everyone's gonna boycott us.
Or we're gonna have 1 million viewers as people come in to like just obliterate us and our takes. Kev says, please do this every day. LOL. You know what? LOL doesn't sound as good out loud.
I disagree with Josh. This entire bracket, and it has changed our out relationship forever. Yes. No. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I like.
Yes, no. Maybe.
Josh, your love of that 70 show is
Can you repeat
terrible
the question?
NBA Rigged asked the question. You have to pay Bracket HQ. No, they have a free thing, but like you pay. They do have a premium subscription where you can get like more features and stuff. But,
Dylan's my man.
I'll still be here. New Girl for life.
Yeah, we had one.
Megan Fox makes it better than every show ever. Yep, and that's why Transformers is the best movie franchise.
I disagree with the second part. I agree with the first part. She is
Megan Fox and
her toe thumbs. Her toe thumbs are. She's literally a no character in that show.
I like her character for Nick. I think it's a good part of his character development.
I'm sure.
Don't worry about my typos.
I just don't know what the point was. I could tell you were upset with my takes here, and I'm fine with that.
He thought you were closer friends than you are. You're not.
No, we're not. No, I'm joking. We are. I love you.
Okay, so officially, our most talented rookie, as determined by science and brackets, is CeeDee Lamb, and the best sitcom, definitively, even though all of us aren't necessarily confident in what came out of this bracket, ended up being Parks and Recreation. I honestly think if we shuffled these and did it 10 more times, we would get 5 different answers.
Yes.
Yes. Like I think some of the matchups made it weird. Like
Yeah.
But Parks and Rec, definitive. We will never do it again. Parks and Rec wins. Put it in the slideshow.
It's in there.
So he said, CD Lamb, do you want the good news or the bad news?
You are the most talented rookie. Bad news is New Girl almost won the bracket.
New Girl beat The Office. So.
Hey, you know what? New Girl and Justin Herbert are in pretty good company. Like, I'm not going to complain. Those are. I voted.
Just end the show.
You like New Girl.
I don't like Herbert. Stop comparing them.
NBA says, sweet show. Rocket fellas.
Thank you, NBA.
Cheers to you too, NBA. NBA, I just want to say, I love whenever you come in here and give a little pushback on what we're saying. It makes it more fun to like kind of have to argue our takes. I love when you come in here. And
in my mind, you're just like utterly disgusted with our opinions every single time, and I love it.
Just sitting there like, what? These guys are idiots. No,
I'm gonna keep watching.
So I love it.
It's awesome. Forcing person else to delete. But first he said, where's the Delta button on this YouTube channel?
I'll look for the Delta button for you, buddy.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. It seems like I know we enjoyed it, and let us know if you guys enjoyed it as well, and we can keep on doing these. I think the next one we're going to do is probably a animated shows bracket, and then we'll do another fantasy related one in there too. Maybe.
And you know what? You can suggest some different topics in our Discord.
Good point, JL. So if you want to join our Discord, will you drop the link in the chat, JL? There it is. You can join our Discord right there. If you've got suggestions for brackets, fantasy related, NFL related, or completely not related at all, let us know and we will do that. Again, if you guys enjoyed this and you want to see our other content, you can follow us at Front Yard Fantasy on YouTube and Twitch. You can find us on Twitter as well. I am at FYF Simon. John Luke is at FYF John Luke, and Josh is at FYF Josh. And you can follow Front Yard Fantasy at Front Yard FYF. We'll post every stream there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a super fun show. I really enjoyed it. Sean, thank you. Glad you had fun watching it. And let us know what you think about New Girl.
It's on Netflix. Go watch it.
It's pretty awesome.
Stick with it. It's a little iffy at first.
When you're on Netflix, remember, trading makes fantasy fun.
I don't even have to ask anymore, Josh. You are ready to go.
He does it.
We'll see you guys tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern for Fun Friday. Adios.